it's no surprise that Wigan boss Paul Jewell opted for an unchanged starting 11 as his side go in search of a third straight league win. Irishman Graham Kavanagh will play a key role against his old club, protecting the back four, while captain Ian Deseu plays, despite picking up an ankle injury in training this week. 5 changes for Middlesbrough after their UEFA Cup win over Zambia on Thursday. Southgate and Kadru return in defence. Pogatetz and Morrison will patrol the flanks, while there are recalls for the Brazilian Fabio Rochenbach and Yakubu, who replaces Macaroni up front. Well, alongside me, Gordon McQueen. And Gordon, this is a very important game for your old club.
Yes, it is, and I went with a different system. Normally adapt to 4-5-1 away from home, and indeed played at home as well sometimes, did against Arsenal last week, much to the annoyance of Arsene Wenger. But I went for the 4-4-2 today with the 2 up top, Viduka and Yakubu. Wigan 4-4-2, so it's like for like, and astonishing to think that Wigan could, this early in the season, go in here for 3 Premier League wins in a row. What kind of odds would you have got in that?
This is Stefan Ancho. Up to Roberts, nicely done. Chimonda, always looking to bomb forward from fullback. Not the best cross, but he somehow manages to retrieve it. Not for long, Kadru clears up to Yakubu.
Chimonda get gloves on as well, my goodness. It's the summer. What's he going to be like in it?
It is really still September, isn't it, Gordon?
Wait till the really horrible weather sets in. I don't know what you'll be wearing.
Xavier up to Viduka. This is Yakubu. Out to Pogatetz. This is Rochenbach. Now Boateng. The unmistakable figure of Xavier once again. Morrison up to Viduka. Well done, Ancho. This is Chimbonda. Bit of a risky ball forward. And Rochenbach picks it up.
This lad Rochenbach made an impression on everybody when he made his debut last week against Arsenal. We've got high hopes for that partnership there. Nice little blend. Boateng, the ball won it, gets it and gives it. Rochenbach, the passer of the two.
There is a real look of balance about the Middlesbrough starting lineup.
Well, I fully expect Middlesbrough to have a successful season. They have had a lot of injuries at the start of the season. Maybe that's led to the inconsistencies that they've shown. You know, a terrific win at Birmingham St Andrews a couple of weeks ago, and home game with Charlton get thumped 3-0.
Ballard shoots. Well, he's got a taste for it now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a long way out there, but encouraging start nevertheless. But you know, and then bounce back after that terrible defeat against Charlton with a terrific win against Arsenal, of course, winning in Europe midweek as well. So it's been a little bit inconsistent, but Middlesbrough, just like Wigan, looking for 3 wins in a row.
Frank Kadru lining up another long throw here to Viduka. Straight to Roberts. And McCulloch forward. Only Connolly up, Southgate heads away. Been pretty comfortable for the defences so far. Southgate, nice ball looking for Morrison. And that'll be a first corner for Borough.
I thought it was a great diagonal pass there. Straight into the path of young James Morrison. Gives Rochenbach a chance to, it's right-footed, out-swinger.
Borough's first corner, up towards Ekiog. A bit of confusion in defence. Kavanagh heads behind for another corner.
I think he does the right thing there. He can't really take any chances in those situations. Mike Pollock right behind him here, but Kavanagh just clears the danger. May have got a shout, may have got a late shout, just doesn't take any chances.
So Fabio Rochenbach will try from the left-hand side now. Keeper thought about it, didn't come. Wouldn't come for Yakubu. This is Ekiog.
Sorry, that was great defending there by Jason Roberts. That was going right onto the head of Yakubu. Jason Roberts stuck to his task, cleared the danger there.
Kadru forward. Osho clears. Boateng forward. Chimbonda deals with it. Straight to Rochenbach. Boateng for Morrison. Morrison tries to tee up Rochenbach. This is good pressure from Middlesbrough now. Long-range drive from Pogatetz. Extremely optimistic.
A bit ambitious to say the least there, but he has got a very good left foot. But I mean, he's at an angle here. Little trick to come inside, but I mean, how far is that out? Long, long way.
Played against Borough last season while on loan at AK Graz and caught the eye of Steve McLaren.
Yeah, he's a versatile player as well. He can play in a couple of different positions. Friendly for Austria against Scotland a month or so back, played as a central defender. So, always a useful addition to your squad when you get somebody like that.
"18 caps for Austria." Xavier's free kick comes for Yakubu! Great finish! Wigan carved a pass with one long ball through the middle, and what a finish by the Nigerian.
Well, I don't think Paul Jewell will be happy with his defenders here, but it's a free kick and it's the header on with Viduka, and Yakubu's control and finish is absolute top drawer. It's not an easy take at all. This is what Paul Jewell will not be happy with, the defending here. Yakubu gets in between the two Wigan defenders. Great touch, great first touch with his right foot, and smashes it into the net. That's a terrific finish for a player that's full of confidence after scoring against Arsenal last week. Good start, good leap by Mark Viduka. Good start for Middlesbrough.
Francis looks for Baines. Francis again, intercepted by Xavier, but not for long. Bullard, acres of space for Chimbonda, right-hand side. Guided down by McCulloch, got too much on it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to knock it into the path of David Conley there. You just wonder if he'd maybe been better trying a spectacular volley or even a header at goal. Go for one of the corners. Difficult to cushion a header from there when the ball's coming in at that pace.
Viduka penalised for backing in. Well, the Wigan fans have gone a bit quiet here.
Well, the Wigan players need all the encouragement they can get from the supporters, because there's absolutely no doubt it's going to be a long, hard season. You know, it'll be a real success story if Paul Jewell managed to keep his side in the Premiership for another season. It'll be difficult.
Gordon, they're talking about qualifying for Europe around these parts, you know.
Well, they've had a decent little start, but it's Borough that are in the ascendancy today. 1-0 up, deservedly so.
Playing some nice stuff, Middlesbrough. This is Southgate. Another long raking pass. Beautifully done, Morrison. That wasn't beautifully done.
No, I just wasted that, James Morrison. That's the second time in this half that Southgate's pinged two beautiful balls out right into the path of James Morrison. It's not something you always associate Gareth Southgate with. Top drawer defender. That was passing the ball at a top drawer midfield player.
He'll try it again. And that's another peach. Morrison. Viduka! What a chance.
Well, this time it is a fantastic ball once again from Southgate. You know, Viduka just acknowledging the pass there that Southgate once again knocked into the stride of James Morrison. This time the winger picks out Viduka. Viduka just gets under it a little bit. You know, when a player of Viduka's class, this has got to get down as a half chance.
Kavanagh goes to ground after Morrison's tackle. That looked quite high to me.
Yeah, I think Uriah Rennie just, does he see this one as accidental? I don't think there's any real malice in this. Morrison just a little bit high with his foot, caught Kavanagh in the ribs there. I just think it's accidental here. Obviously when your boots are up that high, it can be a little bit dangerous.
Doesn't strike me as the malicious type,
no,
James Morrison.
And obviously Uriah Rennie sees it that way as well. He's just having a little word with the young player there. Youthful exuberance.
Only 19 years of age, James Morrison, but a real bright hope for the future.
Yeah, and the Wigan supporters there, a few boos ringing around the stadium. Thought Uriah Rennie should have booked him there. I think the referee got it right.
Ian Deseu certainly didn't get it right with the free kick. What a shocker.
I don't really know what he was thinking about there. That's a really poor free kick.
Here's Stéphane Anchaud. Bullard out to Chimbonda. Connolly. Well, they're trying.
Yeah, they've not had much joy, the front two, Roberts and Connolly. Obviously Connolly got off to a terrific start in his Wigan career last week with a goal at West Brom, but no joy today.
There's Dave Whelan. He's been pretty critical of Sven-Göran Eriksson this week, and there's the man that he wants to be, the England manager, Steve McLaren.
Yeah, I'm sure the Middlesbrough chairman was delighted when he heard that. Some other chairman punting his manager for the England job.
Hands off, I think, was the cry.
Steve McLaren, Steve Gibson would rather Steve McLaren just stay where he was.
Bullard with the throw. Chimbonda. Kavanagh for Bullard. Does well to keep that in. Kadru whacks it away. Boateng. Yakubu. Bit of space for the Nigerian. Looks for Viduka, offside.
I tell you what, there couldn't have been much in it. Yakubu has actually been quiet in this half. He scored a terrific goal, but just picks that one up, tries to lay Viduka in. Yeah, well done the assistant referee. Just offside, no more.
That's a dangerous game though, isn't it? Arms in the air.
Yeah, you need to be 100% certain as a defender, and quite often they're not.
This is Francis. Good strength, wins the free kick from Boateng.
Now it's a long way out, what we're talking here, 30 odd yards. Kavanagh, Leighton Baines, Bullard all having a little look at this. I mean, it is a free kick, no doubt about that.
Well, Schwarzer hasn't had much to do, has he?
No, and I think he'll almost certainly have a pop at goal here. I know Kavanagh backs an explosive shot, pretty good in these situations. Bullard half fancying it as well. A little debate going on there, who wants it.
I think Jimmy Bullard might be saying, look, I put one in from this sort of range last weekend, so leave it to me.
Well, I certainly know Graham Kavanagh's got the ability, but I think it's Bullard that's going to hit it.
It is Bullard straight into the wall. And the break could be on here. Dear oh dear, 3 on 2. It's Pogatetz. Yakubu makes the run through the middle. Pogatetz still has it. and they flooded back, and he's wasted the opportunity.
That's poor play. That ball should have been out wide to Xavier a lot earlier, just ran into trouble. And I think all started for that poor Bullard free kick. Should Graham Kavanagh be having a little word at half time and saying, look, I'm on them in the second half, but it was a break by Pogatetz that Middlesbrough never really took advantage of.
Bit of a let-off really for Wigan. Leighton Baines. Back to the captain, Dezay. And this is Orshot. Chimbonda. Kavanagh now. Roberts up against Echiog and wins the free kick.
Yeah, I think Hugo Echiog's saying, wait a minute here, he's backing into me. He's leaning into my body. Bit of grappling here. Hugo sticks his leg through Jason Roberts, right, try and clear, but Mr. Rennie gave a free kick.
I'm not sure Bullard will be able to take this one,
I think this might be Graham Kavanagh.
Well, he's there again, isn't he? You've got to admire his cheek.
Well, I think Bullard will be saying to Kavanagh, I can't hit another one as badly as I did the last.
It's a great position, isn't it? Kavanagh, just over.
Well, it's a better effort, there's no question about that, but I don't think it's going to trouble Mark Schwarzer. That's a decent effort. Probably the closest Wigan have came in this first half.
Which is a little troubling for Paul Jewell, because despite the pressure, Mark Schwarzer, frankly, has been something of a spectator. This is Bullard.
Just the last few minutes. Well, that's a foul by Pogatetz on Bullard. It's a booking this time. Been pretty lenient so far in this match at Irene, but Wigan just starting to creep into the game a little bit. McLaren recognises that. Out rallying his troops. Ends up with a Pogatetz foul there. Chance for Wigan to sling one into the box. I don't think there's any doubt. It's a free kick. Can't argue with the booking either.
Everyone back for Middlesbrough here. Kavanagh towards Dezay. Cross goal. Welcome back with an extravagant clearance. Headed back by Orshot. Up towards Roberts. Will it come through for Connolly? There's Schwarzer. Woeful from Boateng, straight to Connolly, and he's rescued by Hugo Echiog. What was George Boateng thinking there?
Well, there was 4 red shirts that could have passed it. They quite simply as well passes it straight to Connolly. Just a moment of madness there. Hugo Echiog rescues the day. Good tackle.
Not what you want to do when you know there's a team talk coming up in 3 minutes' time. Bullard. Wigan really coming back into the game now. Chimbonda. I don't think they'll want the half-time whistle to come. Kavanagh. Bullard. Little 1-2 with Chimbonda. Low ball in. Roberts! Oh! And a pause for handball against Xavier. Referee not interested.
Well, I think it'll be Jason Roberts the most disappointed here. Wigan fans shouting for a penalty, but this is a real chance. Just doesn't make good contact there, skips up. Wigan fans think this is stopped by Xavier's hand here. The missed kick here. Does it? No, it's off his thigh, runs up his body. It's not a penalty kick.
What an opportunity that was. I don't think Steve McLaren will be happy that the cross got to Roberts, to be honest.
He's not been happy the last 5 minutes or so, the way Middlesbrough they've got a little bit sloppy, a little bit slack.
Defending for Dezay to do, as well gets it back to Mike Pollitt, and Borough want to make a change, and it's not surprising that it's James Morrison who's been struggling in the last 5 minutes or so. And the Brazilian Doriva will be coming on. McCulloch to Baines. Kavanagh. Out to Chimbonda. Now Bullard. And the cross hit Pogatetz, which favoured Middlesbrough. Rocking back forward. This is Yakubu. Good play by Yakubu. Kavanagh can't stop him. He fouls it.
Does he catch him here, or does Yakubu slip? Welcome respite for Middlesbrough, under a little bit of pressure here. Yeah, Kavanagh catches Yakubu. He's been a little bit late, although. The team under a little bit of pressure here, finishing this half weakly. Substitution happening now. Deriva on for Morrison. Don't know whether he'll play wide right, more of a defensive midfield player. Morrison gives you better attacking options. Obviously he's picked up an injury. It can't continue after that tackle by McCulloch earlier.
Two Brazilians in the Middlesbrough midfield, Gordon. Did you ever think you'd see the day?
Changed days. Well, they've had, in actual fact, in the last 5 or 6 years, they've had 7 Brazilians at the club. So.
Oh, it's off the crossbar. What an opportunity. Pogatetz holds his head. The free kick was swung in from the left-hand side. What an opportunity for 2-0. Xavier down the right-hand side. Headed away by Dezayu. Xavier again. Boateng. Ansho clears.
Well, that was a let-off for Wigan, was it not? I mean, it's a terrific delivery in, but Pogatetz just gets too much on it and smashes it against the crossbar.
2 minutes of stoppage time there will be, which we are now into. And a momentous let-off for Wigan Athletic. Rescued by the woodwork. Southgate.
Yeah, they've pushed Rocking back out to a wide right position. He was playing in the centre midfield alongside Boateng.
Given away again, this is Roberts. 30 yards from goal. What a chance for Roberts. Great block by Southgate.
Yeah, well, it's Rocking back that's gave the ball away. Similar to the Boateng situation earlier. Pass has been sloppy. Relying on Southgate this time. Last time Egiog, this time Southgate. Terrific defending by the Middlesbrough central defenders.
Well, they've gifted Wigan some opportunities in this first half.
Trouble of their own making.
Bullard's corner. McCulloch goes in again. He's tracked all the way by Kadru. Excellent defending.
Yeah, it was. It looked as if McCulloch just got in front of him here. Does a great job defensively. Pogatetz here. He's rattled that one against the crossbar. Delivery in's terrific. It's a good leap. Just gets goalkeeper all over the place. Just gets too much on it. Rocking back delivery. Top drawer. Header. Looks excellent. Just too powerful. Rattles off the crossbar.
Real frustration for those Borough fans behind that goal.
Yeah, I think that Steve McLaren will be pleased to hear the half-time whistle. Finished poorly, dominated for most of the first half. A very slack and sloppy finish to it, resulting in Southgate and then Egiog. Egiog then Southgate having to make last-ditch tackles. It's not Wigan getting points at goal.
Schwarzer wasn't exactly in a hurry there, was he? There's the half-time whistle from Uriah Rennie, and Middlesbrough go in a goal up. Yakubu following a flick on by Viduka, absolutely hammering the ball past Mike Pollis to give Middlesbrough the lead on 14 minutes. Manuel Pogatetz rattling the crossbar to make those fans very happy. Could so easily have been 2-0 right on the stroke of half-time. But at the break, it is Wigan 0, Middlesbrough 1.
October on Sky Sports. More big games from the Premiership, including Liverpool v Chelsea and Everton v Chelsea.
As always, Sky Sports is the only place to see all the drama unfold.
On the road to Germany, it's the deciding round of World Cup qualifiers.
Absolutely wonderful.
The UEFA Champions League Matchday 3, including Real Madrid, Rangers, Chelsea and Liverpool.
Fantastic finale.
October on Sky Sports.
The new Citroën C4, alive with technology. From 9,595 and now with typical 0% APR with 35% deposit. Citroën, pushing value to the limit.
A civil war is destabilizing a whole region, and within hours rebel forces will provoke a wider conflict by launching a missile at one of our ships. Who's going to stop them?
Expect D20, Max, this is Foxtrot, exit 220, inbound, fast, out. My name's to AAW Auto.
At expedia.co.uk, it's so easy to create your perfect trip. Everything is tailor-made to your exact specifications. You want the flight times that suit you? Hotel right on the beach? Go ahead. We make it easy for you to get the holiday you really want. You might think this would cost you more, but buy it all together from expedia.co.uk and you actually save money.
It's the day before the family holiday, and the brakes start making this funny squealing sound. Talk about timing. I tried a few garages, but nobody would give me the time of day without an appointment. I heard QuickFit were good, so I gave them a try. Now, they're really busy, but I explained my story to the guys, and they just bent over backwards to fit me in. They even did the job then and there, so they saved the holiday. Pity they didn't fix the weather. QuickFit will fix it.
Go ahead, madam. Feel free to touch it.
Madam certainly knows a good package when she sees one, doesn't she?
Latest Sony Ericsson, 6 months half-price line rental, free Bluetooth headset.
Oh, and all exclusive to us.
Would madam be up for 3, would she? With the phone that lets you talk and browse the web at the same time.
Oh, multitasking, madam. I bet you're no stranger to that, are you?
Oh, fondle the badge. The Link. Phones to suit every pocket. Oh.
The Guardian has changed.
It's me again, Mr. Mouse. Permit me to show you around my humble residence. As you can see, there's a lot of valuable stuff here. Antique cheddar, genuine Wensleydale. It's a big worry. If only they'd insure the place with esure.com. With the hefty 30% discount for insuring buildings and contents online, they'd be amazed at how much money they could save. But they never seem to get round to it. What if there was a fire? I'd be up to my knees in Welsh rarebit. esure.com. Home insurance at nicest prices. Come on, give us a click.
So can Wigan get back into this one, or will it be Middlesbrough extending their lead and making it 3 wins in a row. Xavier knocks it clear. Onshow heads down, gets it back from Francis. Here's Doriva.
I just wonder if the midweek game in Europe will take its toll as the game progresses on Middlesbrough. Obviously Wigan that little bit fresher, but I don't necessarily go along with the tiredness after a midweek game. I mean, it's different if you're a Liverpool or a Manchester United. You've been Villarreal and Real Betis travelling. Oh, it's a wee bit sore, that one. Rocking back, lands on top. Oh, a Henshaw. Studs in the ribs. Sore one. Yeah, I think if you've been travelling and long journeys and difficult games, I'm going to watch the Liverpool-Manchester United game earlier, and look, a couple of teams that were a touch jaded, which maybe not surprising after a couple of really difficult games midweek, but the same can't be said of Middlesbrough.
Kavanagh. Roberts. Connolly out to Leighton Baines. Nothing sticking to Roberts at the moment. Another loose one, this time from Doriva. Connolly against Ekiog. Baines on the overlap. Not a bad ball in. McCulloch was lurking with intent. Pogatetz with another poor clearance.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long before Steve Mulcairn, as one of his staff, will be up off the bench, because that's just won't be satisfied with the way Middlesbrough started. The pass has been really shabbily, really gone astray in a game that we're in control of for most of the first half.
Chimbonda out to Bullard. Back for Chimbonda again. What a run this is by the fullback. A bit hemmed in. Bullard in support. And as far as the goalkeeper, that'll be a foul, not a goal. McCulloch.
Matt Swatzer took a heavy knock here. I'm afraid you're not going to get away with this nowadays. It's in his hands. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt that it's not a goal. Uriah Rennie 100% correct. Xavier leaves it for Swatzer. McCulloch barges into Swatzer when he's already got the ball in his hands. And maybe just a little warning for Middlesbrough.
Mark Schwarzer getting to his feet rather gingerly. Bullard. Connolly. Chimbonda. Francis. Bullard. Just overran it. Macaroni takes over. Looks for Rockenbach. And unceremoniously shoved off the ball by the captain.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of obstruction there. Just nudges him off the ball a little bit. In possession of the ball now, Middlesbrough. How long will they keep it? Neither side's been able to do that much in the second half.
This is Frank Kadru. Goes away from Bullard. Francis got a foot in. Not for long though, Rockenbach.
Well, it's not such a bad second half after all. This is a terrific bit of play by Rockenbach here. Good tackle by Francis, but just picks up, comes inside, gets a little break here, looks up, trying to bend it, just doesn't get the bend on it. But it's livened a second half up that's been disappointing to say the least.
And here is Henri Camara, introduced to the action in place of David Connolly. Camara, who Played the first game of the season against Chelsea, then got injured on international duty. Makes his second appearance for the club today. Jimmy Bullard, given away. That's been the story of the afternoon, really, for both sides. Fullback to fullback, Kadru to Xavier, forward to Macaroni. Rockham back for Boateng. Good juggling from Boateng. Well, that would have been a spectacular and very rare goal.
Yeah, lovely bit of skill and technique. More noted for his tackling ability. Flicks it up with the right, tries to volley it with the left.
It's a first touch for Camera, wins a free kick from Doriva.
Well, by and large, Middlesbrough have defended all the Wigan set plays pretty well. Normally very well organised in these situations. Keep a nice high line here along the edge of the 18-yard box.
Everyone back for Borough. Kavanagh swings it in. Chimbonda far post. Schwarzer keeps the ball.
Yeah, I think he heads that one off the top of a Borough player's head. Just couldn't get the power in it. Straight into the arms of Schwarzer.
Yakubu, nicely done. Boateng. Rockham back. Boateng again. This is Kadru. Yakubu. Nicely done again. And they'll try the curler again.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get any real power in this one, rocking back. Fair distance out. Better football from Middlesbrough, good hold-up play by Yakubu. And to bend that one again, this time from distance. No problems for Mike Pollock there.
Wigan look to build again. Bullard out to Chimbonda. Still full of running. And Bullard looks for Chimbonda once more. What a run this is. Headed away by Xavier. Otherwise, they could have been in again there, Wigan. Fabulous fullback play from Pascal Chimbonda.
What a pass as well from Bullard. Absolutely fantastic pass. Sets Chimbonda on his way. Terrific defending by Xavier.
Ekiog lets it bounce. Camera's in here! Yes! There's the equaliser. Henri Camera, with only his second touch, has put the ball into the net. And the JJB goes crazy.
Well, it's maybe a little bit indecision here. Swartz and Southgate. Ekiog doesn't quite clear it properly. Cameron nicks in between Southgate and Schwarzer, pokes it into the net, and inspired substitution by Paul Jewell. I mean, they've been immaculate all day, solid as a rock, the central defensive partners doesn't quite clear it. No, you wonder if Gareth Southgate should swing a boot at that. Egiog makes a little mistake here, chested down by Camera, gets in between the two, pokes it into the net. That's poor defending. Good play by Camera. Doesn't give up on it.
Well, he scored against Middlesbrough for Wolves 18 months ago. That was in a victory. Who's going to go on and get the winner in this one? Both teams really undone by long passes through the middle.
Well, they've just been creeping back into the game, Wigan. Loose play by Middlesbrough. It's not been a great second half by either side by any stretch of the imagination. But a little mistake there.
On show. There's a foul anyway.
A little mistake by both Middlesbrough central defenders. Something you very rarely see. Southgate clearly upset with that there. Probably feels he should have done a little bit better. And his defensive partner, Hugo Egiog.
Well, the moment he let the ball bounce, that was when the problem started. And on camera, he can be hit and miss, but he doesn't often miss gifts like that.
Yeah, he was pacey and he was persistent. What his reward?
By Deseu on Rockenbach. That has completely changed the atmosphere in this game.
Had just livened up a bit. Rockenbach with a couple of shots. I thought Middlesbrough were beginning to regain the stranglehold they had in the game in the first half. It's not been the case.
Here's Lee McCulloch. Riva out to Kadru. More slack passing from Middlesbrough, more fuming from Steve McLaren. Well, 20 minutes to go. This game is very much there for the taking. Here's Camera.
Well, it's just gave Wigan a massive lift and their supporters.
Francis. Kavanagh. Chimbonda for Francis. On show, brings it for Francis. Camera. Francis again sees Roberts making the run. Camera. Chimbonda. Wigan players have got their tails up here. Bullard. Away by Southgate. Goals change games, Gordon.
Doesn't happen. Chimbonda's doesn't half getting the crowd excited here. Obviously a big favourite.
Chimbonda. Baines on the far post, McCulloch on the far post as well. Kavanagh joining in the attack here. And handball.
Kavanagh doing a good job in the centre of the park for Wigan as well, but Chimbonda that's catching the eye. Right back position. Bombing forward at every opportunity. Wigan fans love him here, big favourite.
Well, he gives everything, doesn't he? Love to see how far he runs during a game. Here's Boateng. Foul by Kavanagh. Ball and player, I think. Riva looks for the chest of Yakubu. Away by Kavanagh. And Southgate, safety first.
Yeah, we looked at the Middlesbrough strike force, not a mistake here.
Mistake by Bullard. And Dezeu hacks it away for a corner.
Yeah, we looked at the Middlesbrough strike force, and Viduka, Yakubu thought they might give Dezeu and Henshaw plenty problems. That hasn't been the case. The Wigan central defenders were around the block a few times, but certainly used all their experience today and come out on top. That battle, Viduka off the pitch now.
Rockenbach with the corner. Bullard heads away, straight back to Rockenbach though. Closed down by Ian Dezeu. And fouled by Ian Dezeu.
Well, it's an opportunity for Middlesbrough to put Wigan under a little bit of pressure. It was lucky as well. I don't think that's a free kick. It's a chance to put a bit of pressure on the Wigan defence, give them a bit of defending to do. Everybody up here for Middlesbrough, a fair bit of height as well. Quite often look for Quadru in situations like that. Quadru, Egiog, Xavier.
Rockenbach puts it in. Twisted away by Politz. May have been an attempt by Borovar. Camera will chase. This is Quadru. Straight to Bullard. Urged on by the crowd. Another free kick, this time Wigan's way. Some of the fans wanting the advantage played there.
Some of the fans want the referee to hold up with Boateng as well. The flies on in Grave Kavanagh here when this breaks down. No chance of getting the ball there.
Bullard. Chimbonda. Camera. Chimbonda again. Looked for Roberts. Ekiog stretched. Chimbonda once more. Oh, good shot across goal by Camera. What a fizzer.
Well, made a big impression since he's come on. A goal very close to adding another one. Once again, Chimbonda involved heavily. It really has been superb for Wigan. Probably one of the best attackers. He's a right back.
At the moment, Wigan are looking far more likely to find the back of the net.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Middlesbrough just haven't played at all this second half. When the slackness started creeping in after about half an hour in the first, again they were a goal up, looking as if they might add a second and kill the game. Well, they never. And Wigan have come right back into it. The better side this half. Steve McClaren telling them to calm things down a bit, take a bit more care with your passing.
I'm sure he'll think back to that header off the bar as well, right at the end of the first half from Pogatetz.
Yeah, well, you think at 2-0, you don't really fancy Wigan to come back from that at all. At 1-0, when they're a spirited side, they're going to keep plugging away. They have done and got the reward.
Just lost both their first two games in the Premier League 1-0. And it looked fairly grim at that stage, but they won the two after that, and now 1-1 at home to Middlesbrough. Boateng though for Borough. Quadru gives chase. Macaroni's layoff went straight behind.
Yeah, showed plenty of character to come back after his, say Gary, first two games, 2 defeats. One of them a bit unfortunate as well. Conceding a late goal to Chelsea here. First game of the season. And a couple of terrific victories since. Like getting at least a point today. Although still, what, 12 minutes to go.
Foul by Roberts on Ekiog. It's been a big tussle all afternoon, that one.
Yeah, two physical players. Roberts likes to back in.
Boateng forward. Onshow away. McCulloch forward. Camera will give chase. Southgate deals with that comfortably. Macaroni. Well, that's a big shove by Ian Desai.
Yeah, he bundles him over here. It's no doubt it's a free kick. What can Middlesbrough do with it? We mentioned earlier that Wigan had plenty of corner kicks, free kicks, never really troubled it. The Middlesbrough defence, well, same can be said of Middlesbrough.
Well, here's a chance for Middlesbrough. Fabio Rockenbach over the ball. Oh, Show stretches and gets there. Macaroni will concede the throw.
Yeah, good delivery from Rockenbach. That ball could have bounced off. Henshaw's knees into the path of a Middlesbrough player easily enough, but never to clear the danger.
That's a foul by Yakubu on Desai.
Yeah, Steve McClaren just telling his players, look, you seem to be a bag of nerves. What's happening here? Get the ball down. Let's play a bit. Keep possession. A lot of good players out there. No reason why they shouldn't.
Southgate. Now Kadru. Yakubu. Boateng. Xavier reluctantly comes forward. Rockenbach. Boateng. Rockenbach again. And that came off Leighton Baines, and that will be a corner.
Yeah, a little deflection there. Looked as if it was going to deceive Mike Pollock there. A bit worried in case that was going to drop. Anywhere near his goal, but sailed over the crossbar. Gives Rockenbach a chance to get a late winner here. Probably an undeserved winner. Honours even just now. That's a bit right.
Ekiog and Southgate both stay back. Rockenbach's ball in. Xavier's there. And it came off Chimbonda, I think, and it's going to be another corner.
Yeah, I think I headed it against his head. Takes over the crossbar. It's an outswinger here. Good leap. Does it? Well, Mr. Rennie thought so. That's all that matters.
Nervy moments these for the home fans. Fifth corner. Rockenbach. And Ekiog got the header in, but not before he'd wrestled Lee McCulloch to the ground. Well, there was a knock right at the start of the second half, and there will be 2 minutes of stoppage time, which we're nearly into. Clumsy one by Ekiog on Roberts. And maybe one last chance here for Wigan to pour forward.
Yeah, it's climbing over the top of Roberts here, and Kavanagh takes it quick.
Leighton Baines off Doriva.
Yeah, Doriva does a good...
held his head there in frustration.
Yeah, Doriva does a good job for his side. Defensively, their players tend to switch off and they take the quick free kick like that. Stop the cross coming on from Baines.
Camera, good quick feet. And Xavier does really well to block that cross shot. Forward. McCulloch's up there, but Xavier got the better of him and handball by Camera.
Well, I think it's been a typical of Middlesbrough's form this year, which has been up and down, and they have today. First half hour, looked very, very comfortable, a goal in front. Wigan didn't look as if they were going to break them down at any time. But then passes started going astray. They got a bit slack, a bit sloppy, couldn't get good possession of the ball. Wigan started creeping into the game. And the persistence of Camera got them an equaliser. Terrific performances from Henshaw and Desir, the central defensive partnership. Kept Yakuba and Viduka relatively quiet, apart from the Yakuba goal, which was taken really well. And Chimbonda, right back, has been a revelation.
Kavanagh looks for Chimbonda. Just too much on it.
Well, still get plenty energy to Chimbonda. I don't know many times he's been up and down that wing. He really has been fantastic today. But Middlesbrough relying too often on Egiog and Southgate in today's match to keep that clean sheet. They got them the 3 points. Two of them get into a bit of a mix-up. The Camera goal. Egiog never quite cleared it. Southgate and Swatzer maybe a little bit hesitant.
And the points are shared at the JJB. Henri Camera, the hero for Wigan, coming on as substitute and scoring with his second touch after a real mix-up in the Middlesbrough defence. Dave Whelan, a happy Wigan chairman, have taken 7 points from 3 games after losing the opening 2. Yakubu opening the scoring today on 14 minutes with a fine right-footed shot after a free kick was flicked on by Viduka. Camera had one rasping drive across the goal. The 2 goal scorers embraced there. The draw probably about the right result. Steve McLaren will be a very unhappy man after his side took the lead, then hit the bar right at the end of the first half through a Pogatet's header. The spoils are shared. Paul Jewell, the happier manager. Full time at the JJB. Wigan Athletic 1, Middlesbrough 1.
We started the better. We were disappointed in their goal, the way we conceded it, but we showed character, came back second half, and I thought we were a better team.
And what a substitution you made.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, David Connolly's done exceptionally well for us. You know, we just needed a little bit, maybe some fresher legs. And Henri, obviously, he's got that pace, and it was lovely to see it go in.
It looked like it was going to take something a bit different to get past the back four of Middlesbrough today, didn't it?
Well, they're a good side. You know, the top 6 side in this country, and you know, we knew that we were going to have to be somewhere near our best to get a result. And I'm delighted with their performance. And yeah, I mean, they're a quality side, and they're in Europe, and we've come from the Championship, or the upstarts, if you like, and we've given them a game.
Steve, a scoreline doesn't always tell the story. What's your view of that one?
Well, after seeing the replay of their goal on the TV, it looked like handball. Bit of an injustice there. But it wasn't our day, and we didn't get that decision. We always knew it was going to be a tough game coming here. Wigan started the season very well, just on the back of 2 wins. And they're always going to be tough opponents at home. We found that. The first 20 minutes I thought were excellent. Got a goal up. And again, credit to Wigan. They kept going and kept going, kept fighting. And we were relieved, I suppose, in the end to hold on and get a point.
You got 7 points out of the last 9. Are you feeling a lot of confidence at the moment with this run?
Obviously we are, yeah. I think goals and points breed confidence. You know, it's a big league. We know that we're going to have a lot of tough games. We also know we're going to have a bit of a sticky patch, but at the moment it's going well. And we're certainly showing good character and passing the ball well. And if we keep creating the chances, hopefully we keep picking up the points.
People talk about a European hangover. We saw this morning Liverpool and Man United weren't exactly firing. Is there something in that?
Of course, I think the evidence is there for everybody to see that the third game in a week, teams who have played in Europe, not really at the best and not firing. I think that was true of us today, and but we scrapped and we fought and we had a great attitude and great togetherness to get a point where maybe another day we'd have lost that one.
So 1-1 the final score between Wigan and Middlesbrough at the JJB. Next, over on Sky Sports 1, John Salako will be in the studio to cast his eye over the day's talking points. To join us, press the Sky button on your remote control after the break.